were two people lost in a battle that neither of us could win alone. Then came the night that would forever mark the turning point in our lives. The night when my mother collapsed. I had come home to find her sitting on the floor, her back against the wall, her face ashen. She hadn't heard me come in. Her eyes were closed, and she was muttering softly to herself, as though trying to make sense of a world that no longer made sense to her. I rushed to her side, panic surging through me as I knelt beside her. Her skin felt cold to the touch, her breath shallow. I shook her gently, calling her name, but it was as if she were in a trance, locked inside a place I couldn't reach. Fear gripped me like a vice, and I immediately dialed for an ambulance. The seconds stretched into hours as I waited, helpless, for the paramedics to arrive. When they finally took her to the hospital, I was left alone in the empty apartment, the silence louder than ever. I sat there, staring at the empty space where my mother had once sat, her strength and resolve a distant memory. The phone call from the hospital later confirmed what I had feared. She had suffered a breakdown, a complete mental and emotional collapse. The years of unrelenting stress had finally taken their toll. She was admitted for treatment, but the doctors weren't sure what her recovery would look like. It was clear that this was no longer a simple matter of physical fatigue. My mother's mental health had shattered under the weight of everything she had carried. What followed was a period of confusion and heartbreak. My mother, the woman who had always been my rock, was now a stranger. I would visit her every day, watching as she sat in silence in her hospital room, her gaze vacant, her mind lost in a fog of medication and trauma. The doctors told me it was going to take time, that the road to recovery would be long and uncertain. But I wasn't sure I could keep waiting. I wasn't sure I could keep fighting for something I wasn't sure was ever coming back.